Hey Pisces, long time. I wasn't planning on disappearing for so long, and the last readings I did that I've pulled or I've hidden, I got halfway through. Well, I got 3/4 of the way through your reading, and the overwhelm was so huge. Not only in the reading, but the fact that I'm Pisces Mercury, many Pisces placements, and there was so much work to do. We never quite made it to the end of finishing the reading. I had to go do an 86-page document overview of some forensic psychic work I've been doing on a murder investigation. Well, actually, about 11 connected murders. And that was time sensitive. And then I've been working on an astrology workbook for your houses. It's a 13-month workbook, and I'll put the link to that below in the description. And that took a few more edits. My guides crammed a bunch of stuff into it before I figured we would be publishing it. They extended the time, is what I'm saying. Also, I need to say to all the Leos, I realize I'm talking to Pisces right now, but if you have any Leos in your life or strong Leos placements, my childhood best friend, strong Leo, ended up, I knew when I went back and looked at all the Leo readings, I had been concerned so much for Cancer. She has a Cancer sun, and it turned out that there was a suicide attempt, and sorry for triggering, but back in December I pulled the death card, and the star card came out together for Leo. So I want to say that from now on I'm going to be reading the death card a little more. I'm going to be allowing for a little more literal interpretation of that card from time to time. Her guides brought her back. They really brought her back. She took enough to go. But the work's not over, and I ended up, normally I would start off with, I really like the Aboriginal decks from Mel Brown for the oracles, but I ended up giving them all to her. She's part Aboriginal, she's got African heritage as well, and she had already been doing spirit work with her guides, but family things got in the way. Anyway, so I gave her my my Black Doves deck, and my Mel Brown decks, because because her ancestors wanted her to have them. They're my gift to her because we've known each other since we were 3, and all things are meant to be. So, having said that, life has been a bit dramatic. Let's get into your reading. I did a pre-read. I'm getting a 2 of Cups energy for you Pisces, so I'm hoping it is Pisces season, Pisces new moon. So I'm hoping. I've got these new decks. They're major arcana. I'm going to kind of use them as oracles from Kisses from Ibiza store in Spain. They just arrived. Some fresh energy for me. So one's Japanese prince. I'm going to say Ohara Koson. And my kid will kill me for saying that the wrong way. He did not design them as cards. He's an original printmaker. But they've used his prints for the Arcana. And then I don't have anybody to credit for the artwork, the traditional artwork in this India Major Arcana deck. But the Bhagavad Gita is used as a reference point for the writings in this. How literally, I can't tell you. I do have a copy of the Bhagavad Gita, but I have not studied it to the point of perfection. Okay, all right, Pisces. Here we go. Let's see what kind of, oh, that's right. These don't want to do that. I've only been with these a couple of days. Well, about a week, let's say. I just let them split into 3 piles, and that'll be a bit much. So let's just see here. I don't have to read them slowly, and I'm not going to take them as reversals. We have the World. You must find your purpose to accomplish it. There is no guarantee for success, but the experience you gain will have the potential to fulfill your desires. With these out of the way, and then we will get into tarot in my regular deck. Tattoo tarot. What else do we have? We have the Hermit. When you become aware of your true road, there will be nothing to stand in your way. Life has challenged you, but you are prepared to make the best of the future. Okay. have the Emperor. Taking the initiative may lead you closer to your goal, but only if you can bear the responsibility of all your actions. Yes. Yes. Why don't we leave it with those for now, and we'll do, at the end, we'll follow it up with the India deck, some split cards from there. Let's do that. All right, Pisces, let's do a bit of a read here. So it's the new moon, and we are just about halfway through March, Ides of March. What's coming up for you? Oh, let's see, the King of Wands. Somebody with a plan. Somebody with a plan, and it would seem to be so we have Emperor. Yes. Okay, Pisces, what do we need to know about your plan? Maybe not this half of the deck. It's sticking. Okay, go to the other half of the deck. Maybe there's no, whoa, it went flying. Dear God. Okay, I'm gonna knock everything over. Taking it as it fell. Okay, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Free will. For me, that's a free... Okay, so for me, sixes are gifts from the universe, from your guides, in whatever relevant suit. So this would be a material world gift. I usually use this as the free will card, whether or not you have a soul contract. If you're part of the hacker team, hacking this malevolent, nasty prison planet universe, coming in to do good and to help with the rescue mission. Some of us don't have free will to do that. We have to stay on script. We have to stick to contract. Others absolutely do. You can tell in the charts who has more or less free will. This would take us back to the Five of Pentacles, being out in the cold, but having to make the right decision. So what did they say about, yes, you have to bear the responsibilities of what you're doing in order, like, you'll get there. I would say I'm looking at energy of not so much any free will. Seven of Wands, okay, so Seven of Wands, a transformation that's not happening or is on hold. Back to the Six of Wands, back to that recognition, that gift. So that's interesting. So 6 back to a 5 and a 7 back to a 6. Really strange to have, what's the juxtaposition between this upright king and these two reversals? Cards are... I'm kind of iffy about this one. I'll check it, but I'm going to put it back in the deck. Okay, we've got sideways, Nine of Cups, sideways wish fulfillment. Which would be everything to do with, and a sideways card again, Four of Wands. Stability, 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 stability in your desires. The trouble you're going to cause. The fires you're going to start. You're good, but what's the holdup? What's Three of Swords, heartbreak. Well, that's not Two of Cups energy. Oh, this one's sticking. King of Wands, King of Wands, King of Wands, King of Wands. So if you have the plan, not sure about Seven of Pentacles reversed. Let's just check what's at the bottom of the deck here. We got Knight of Cups, Lovers reversed. Okay. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Another two transformations that are in reverse. Two promises to self. Thank you, Archangel Guidance, always for pointing them out as promises to self. Okay, so taking stock, that's a 7. Transformation, your earthly transformation into your, let's say, towards career and reputation. Yes? And your calling, your free will. Okay, we have the 6 and the 7 in reverse. We have your own energy over here, Knight of Cups. The Lovers in reverse. That's the only divine timing in the tarot deck that we have. The World. You must find your purpose to accomplish it. There's no guarantee for success, but the experience you gain will have the potential to fulfill your desires. Just reviewing here. Right, we have the Hermit. When you become aware of your true road, there will be nothing to stand in your way. So life has challenged you, but you are prepared to make the best of the future. Yes, that's you being prepared to make the best of it. No toxic behavior here. So what we're saying is it's a bit of an alone time with this Happy Four of Wands cards out. It's there. It's not in reverse. It's not in reverse. It's not in reverse. The Emperor. Taking the initiative may lead you closer to your goal, but only if you can bear the responsibility of all your actions. Well, okay. 6 of Pentacles. So some things are backing up. Resistance. Because this is just daily energy. This is just like present energy. This is not fixed. This is not fixed. This is fixed. So something is setting you apart for a while, and it would be this path. It would be this work. It would be 2 transformations that need to happen. I guess. Okay, we had the 9 of Cups, the battery cutout, the camera cutout. We had the 9 of Cups sideways that I saw in the deck, and now we have the 6 of Cups sideways. Okay, so there's interference or broken communication between you and your guides. We have Scorpio energy being interfered with, and Pisces energy being interfered with. Now either you are, no, we had Knight of Cups. Okay, so messages, you're open to messages. The Knight of Cups was upright. It wasn't King of Cups, it was Knight of Cups, but it was, okay, so this is sideways. So something, so, okay, now if the Lovers are in reverse, then that can affect, and the 4 of Wands, if that stability is out of whack, then yes, it can interfere with all of these things. I think, are you needing to figure out about this free will? Are you needing to make up your mind about free will? Probably. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. So I wonder if it's a question of whether you have more or less free will and she has more or less free will, and you have to sync that. Do you need to have a discussion about that? Let's see what they have to say. Because that's all pretty straightforward. Let's see. Oh, that just plopped right out. Okay. Turn this around. Yeah, okay, so we've got Justice. Let's see, am I blocking? I'm creating a shadow a bit more on this side of the camera, but remember the universal laws and the power of right conduct. You will receive as you have given. It won't autofocus, so there's no point in me doing that. Okay, I mean, that's fitting in. Well, it's always hard to argue with one major arcana against another. But it seems like it's a very important time to be very set on your path, to be very married to your work, your purpose at this point, and which only makes sense with the sun just a few days away from heading into Pisces. So death. What is it time to release? Is it anger, pride, or ego? Is it attachment, suffering, and pain? Be free. Burn the rest in the pyre. I'm thinking of that Four of Wands, right? Sideways. What needs to be held on to? What needs to be let go of? To put it back upright. The Tower. Okay. After everything you have achieved, the stress is starting to show. What is really necessary and what can you let go of before it's too late? Right. So priorities. Priorities. And are you focusing enough? Oh, I've got, oh, interesting. I pulled the deck upside, put it upside down. Okay. Oh, because nice. My neighbors, noisy neighbors. Okay. Pause for a moment. All right, Pisces. Okay. Final word. Final word. Okay. So the reversal of the reverse. It's a question of free will. It's a question of what you feel your relationship is with God and your guides, why you're here. And if there's a contract, if there's a blend of free will, if there's and contract, and it's just, it's the immediate, it's showing up in fixed time, in divine timing, but it's also staying on point, like right now. But the issue, yeah, of align everything to that. Adjust for others that way. If it's a contract, if you're here to do, you know, if it's the sooner you get close, the sooner you get on track and accepting that it's a contract and who you're in contract with, and make it match your ethics. You don't have to answer to ethics that aren't yours and morals that aren't yours. You decide what the morals are. You decide what would be right and wrong about the situation. If it feels wrong to be in a soul contract with a God that's all powerful, that allows for pain and suffering, then change the God. Like just define, set up. But you're probably beyond that point already. You've probably done all of that. But if you are held up on that, slam, if you're held up on that, take that in hand. Do that. Because it's go time. And given what happened before, where I got like 3/4 of the way through your reading and then everything was overwhelmed by the work, and it's Pisces work. My Mercury's in Pisces. When I get the stuff that I've had to do, it's taken forever to get to it. It's taken decades to pull it all together. So, not that I want to like project onto this. I'm just trying to make this make sense. Make sure that I'm articulating it correctly. But yeah, that flipped out. So that says it all. So Pisces, What do I feel? I feel like there's... I feel like it's been so much, but it can become easier if other people in your life will have more or less free will than you. And so adjust your expectations and like explain to them as best you can. And the people that don't understand, I guess it gets even more cut and dry with them. Yeah? But become clear about it. The Leo that my Leo that's back, yeah? We're gonna just gotta go through a lot of just letting people do what they need to do because they were hurting her too bad, you know? And she's gotta go on her own way. She's gotta go find her gurus on earth, connect with them, get her skills, finish up her training and all of this, you know? And commit, because they made her come back. She can only thank them. So Pisces, I'll be back soon, much sooner, like in a week or two. And best of luck and much love in the meantime. And the link to that astrology workbook, if that's like you need more work, you really don't. But if there are any answers in there, it can help with, it can help. I made it practical. It can help with legal. It can help with family. It can help with a career. If there's any troubleshooting to do, a fresh perspective, check it out. I've combined tropical and sidereal because everything has to rely on sidereal placements, not Vedic. Vedic is the nakshatras. That's a whole other, system. But because sidereal astrology is different from sidereal zodiac. Sidereal just means stars. But anyway, I can do a free birth chart, composite, the pink spider birth chart to go with that. And I can do a free personal reading for you as well for that, if you're interested, if that's any help. And many thanks for watching and listening. All right, Pisces. Until next time.